I just got it today, so I'm going to be freestyling. The topic is marriage expectation and then how to know the right person. That's the topic. Let me start by saying this. Life has no rule. That's the truth. There's no rule to life. There's no place that they wrote some kind of 5,000 page book and put it in the library and then hid it and put password and fingerprint and retina and then somebody has to go through it and get the secrets. No, there's no rule to life. What works for you might not work for me. Why am I saying this? For some people, it's their stomach. The most important thing is their stomach. I want to eat good food. But I once met a man, when he goes to work and he's coming back, he buys bread. And then when he comes back, his wife has fried egg. And it's okay. That's his everyday food. Bread and egg. Now, if you see that, for someone who likes food, you say, what nonsense. For someone who doesn't like food that much, who enjoys the pleasure of eating on the crunchiness of bread and egg, like, this is paradise. You understand what I'm trying to say? So there is no rule book to life. I might like thin, you like fat. I might like fair, you like dark. So there is no rule book to life. Everybody, every woman has her husband, and every man has his wife. Now you might say that's a bit difficult because of the difference in number, but that's the truth. The fact is that there's a difference in religion, so some women have accepted the fact that they will be second wives. They are happy. They're happy to be second wife to someone like Dangote. They don't mind. I mean, I remember just a few days ago, Atiku took a new wife when he paid $1 million in dowry. So that woman was very happy to get Atiku's, I don't know what number she is. So what am I trying to say? Everybody has someone out there for them. Now the question is, what do you look out for? And what are your expectations? That's what I'm here to explain. Now, first of all, I'll start by saying this. You cannot love another person if you've not learned how to love yourself. And that's why you see some places in the Bible, they will say, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And that's why you can't expect a suicide bomber to love you. It's not possible because they don't have just enough love for themselves. You understand what I'm saying? So love yourself first before you can claim to love me. So when you meet someone who is suicidal, for example, no matter how beautiful she is, if you're a man, please run for your dear life. She doesn't know how to love herself yet. And some of us, we feel as therapists and psychologists, we want to take up the project of curing mental peace. I'm sorry, life is too short. Let the paid professionals take care of it. I'm telling you, don't go buying damaged goods. No one can really change another human being. I'm just being very blunt. You can't claim to change another human being. Only the grace of God can do that. And you know what the funny thing? God does not intervene with the will of the person. He doesn't. The fact. That's the only exception. I will not call it a limitation, but that is the only exception when it comes to the mightiness of God. He does not tamper with our will. So, what am I trying to say? Do not go into loving someone that does not know how to love themselves. Instead, go meet someone that loves themselves too much. That is even a better risk. I'm telling you the truth. Now, when you are married, for example, what are those things you expect before you even get married? Sometimes it's not even about the person you marry. Let me put it like this. Sometimes it's about you. You expect too much. It's okay to expect everything from your husband or from your wife, but do not remove the place of their humanity from it. When you do that, then you should be in heaven. Maybe you should get married in heaven. Maybe God will make an exception for you when you marry perfect human beings or perfect angels there. But as long as human beings are in question, you cannot take away the place of our humanity, our human error. We err, we make mistakes, we are imperfect. That's the fact. So what am I trying to say? Always admit the facts. I'm not saying this is not an assumption. This is a fact. The fact is that the person you are dealing with will have their own issues. their own imperfections. But the most important thing is you must have noticed this, and that's why I always encourage people to please spend reasonable time dating. A friend of mine, I even went to his wedding. I remember when we were telling him, please date this girl. They went to school together, the same department. So he felt he knew the girl. But the truth was that they barely said hi in school. So that you know somebody in passing does not mean you know the person. So what happened? Eventually, he did not date this girl for long, and the most painful part of it is that she stays in a different location from where he stays. So basically, miles away. And what happened? They are married just 4 months, and they're already talking about what do you call it? Dissolving the marriage. Just 4 months. Why am I saying this? I recall, and me, myself, and a few of our friends telling him, please date this person. It is not a competition. I would rather wait till 40 and be sure, or 50 and be sure that to go into a mess. So whoever is watching, please, I'm just being sincere here. Do not rush into a disaster. Do not rush into a disaster. So no matter what people are saying, hey, you need to get married, you're old enough. You're only old enough when you are matured enough, you know what you want, and then you can make that decision. This is not a matter of age. It's not a matter of age. You see some people very young, they get it right. Some people, that's why I said that analogy of that proverb that says, what an old man sees sitting down, a young man cannot sit climbing a tree. No, it's what a wise old man sees sitting down. That's the difference. Because there are old foolish men out there. I'm being very sincere. There are old foolish men out there. So you have to understand the difference. So what happens when you get married? What are the things you're expected to do? There are some things that naturally you should do. For example, do not spend too much time playing daddy and mommy. Remember, marriage was complete, without exception, even if they are not children. Yes. Marriage is complete. So do not spend too much time playing daddy and mommy that you forget husband and wife, man and woman. So what does it mean? If you have to drop the kids off out with the grandparents, do just that. If you have to take turns with friends that you trust, maybe this week, this group of friends take care of the kids, next week is your turn, the upper week, whatever that works for you, make sure that you have alone time with your wife and with your husband. Very important. Do not spend too much time playing daddy and mommy. And this is specifically for the women because men are objective. I'm sorry, I'm not saying women are not objective. It's like built into our DNA. We ask why. Why this? Why that? Why should I spend this? Why should I? Well, men are that objective. But women are more emotional. So when they go out and then your friend's husband bought his wife a Maybach or a very expensive car, and your husband cannot afford it. You know in the heart of your heart that he cannot afford to get you that car. You know, there's a difference between he has this money in the account, but he's stingy. There's a difference between he's stingy and he does not have it. And there's a difference between he lays in the house lazy and he goes out struggling. You know what I'm trying to say? And you know that he doesn't just have that thing. Please, and please, do not pressure that man into, because if you pressure him too much, this is what's going to happen. He uses that to blow money. I'm marrying another one. Yes. I know what I'm saying might be funny, but it's the truth. If a woman should disturb it too much, what happens? Every human being has a psychopath. Let's be sincere. Every human being has a psychopath. In fact, psychological analysis and studies have shown that we have 10% psychopaths in every human being. So just that we use spirituality and civilization to suppress them. But we have that tendency to be psychopathic. So what am I saying? When you frustrate a man so much, he will say, okay, if I buy another wife, I know she also wants money, so let me use you and blood money. You understand what I'm trying to say? So please, do not expect what they cannot give. Do not do that. It's a red marker, it's a red flag. Okay? Do not forget the place of compliments. Compliments are so powerful to women. Women are more enticed by what they hear. Men are more enticed by what they see. Personally, there's no better compliment for me than when I get back home and my wife is dressing very beautiful. It means that a man is in that house. There's no better compliment for a woman than when she's dressing that beautifully, a man says, wow, you are looking gorgeous. Do you see the trick here? For the man, I just want to know that you acknowledge the fact that I am worthy of your dressing. Because it takes effort for a woman to go clean up, spray the perfumes and the body sprays to smell nice, and then put on something that she must have taken some time to think about. That's a compliment. For a woman, after all those steps she has taken to put up that, and you do not say, my dear, did an angel fall from heaven? At least say something. If you do not do that, you have stolen away that moment. And trust me, that singular few minutes or few seconds compliment can ruin your whole day. You just see her that she start acting up. If you remove your shoe normally before now, you put it maybe by mistake. She knows that. You put it on by mistake or something that she's not supposed to be on. Normally before now, she would just tell you, okay, she just remove it for you. Gently without talking. But that day, you make a mountain out of it. Remember, no marriage is constantly happy. And that's why, for better, for worse. If you remember this, then you will know that though I expect to be happy always, but it might not be the case. Though I expect, I pray, I wish, I hope to be happy always, but it might not be the case. So always have that at the back of your hand, because even while you are single, you are not happy every day. So why are you deceiving yourself? Why would you not expect a man to become omnipotent and omniscient, your alpha and omega, to do everything for you? Or why would you expect a woman to do that for you? It doesn't work that way. So you must learn contempt. Contempt is very important. Contempt means to be satisfied with everything. This is how I see it. There will be rough days, there will be stormy days. But as long as I'm holding on to you, and you are holding on to me, and I trust you, and you trust me, that is my comfort zone. So even amidst the storm, there is a comfort zone. That the moment the two of you can agree and say, we'll be through this together, and we'll be okay. And then you put God in the center of it. I don't want to talk about God because he has only mentioned God. God is very important. As long as you can agree to this, then you'll be fine. Let me rush through. Every marriage needs to be covered in love, prayer, and forgiveness. He has talked about prayer, I will not talk about it. Love. What is the greatest example of love we have? Love is not an exchange sometimes. It's not always a perfect exchange, at least. There will always be at some point, one person giving more than the other. But that is circumstantial. It doesn't mean that when the need comes, the other person might not give more. What am I saying? It's very simple. Let's look at the love of God himself. That God decided to lay down his life for people who did not deserve it. Even while we were sinners, he died for us. What does it mean to us? This is the same love that God expects us to achieve in marriage. That even when we do not deserve it, we should, even when our partner does not deserve it, they should, or we should love them. But that does not mean that your partner uses you as a punching bag, that you should keep staying in that abusive relationship. I will say no anywhere to anyone, but this is what it means. Run away from abuse. Because your life is more important. Remember I said the first thing was love yourself. If you don't love yourself, nobody can love you more than yourself. Let me just tell you, plain truth. Your wife, your father, your mother, it's hard to find anyone loving you more than yourself. At a moment it might happen, but the truth is that if you look at it in general, you still love yourself more. Only you can give yourself the best kind of love. That's what I'm trying to say. Now you might be suicidal, somebody else loves you more at that moment, but you have the ability to love yourself more than anybody. That's what I'm trying to say. So please do not stay in an abusive relationship. And forgiveness is key. Forgiveness is key because without forgiveness, there's no love. Because Christ has demonstrated to us that forgiveness is the highest form of love. By forgiving us ahead of time, by dying for us even when we're not worthy of it. So it is important to forgive. Sorry, I'm rushing through this. There should always be a line of communication. I don't know how you want to do it. For some people, they have a key word. Once they say that word, anything you say at that point will not be held against you. It becomes a courtroom. But it's a different kind of courtroom. Meaning that you can say whatever you want to say, I will not take it personal. I don't know if you understand what I just said now. It's a key word. Once you just say that word, you are both free to express yourself. And it will be said in a safe environment. For some people, it's the bedroom. Whenever you go in there, before you sleep, you talk about it. I did not like what you did today. Why did you do it? And then the man explains, or the woman explains. And then at the end, you might realize that it was not even something worth fighting for. Because sometimes the things we fight for, it takes away your joy. And when you resolve that issue, you realize that it was stupid to fight for it in the first place. So, swallow your pride. I always used to be happy. There was a comment she made once. I'm going to bring it out now. She was like, these days you're not even, before I even get angry, you've already gone and apologized ahead of time. I'm like, I bet the headache of quarreling, I don't get that straight. And that is the truth. Choose happiness always. Remember that you are not in a competition, like she said. It's a partnership.